Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
My name is Godfrey.
Godfrey's style is immensely strong and immune to nearly any weapon. It's properly used, it's almost invincible.
Yo! What up, everybody? How you doing, everybody? Another episode of In Godfrey We Trust. How you feel, everybody? Everybody feel good? Yeah. How you feel? Bomba clot. Ross clot. Ninja man. Shabba Rink.
What if that's the whole podcast?
I know, just all day. It'd be like a Jamaican DJ. Are you ready? Rewind. Oh, man. Another great episode of In Godfrey We Trust. Yo, I call this the post-apocalyptic fucking days. Yo, I want to give a shout out Apollo Theater. Man, what? Apollo Theater. I finally shot my hour special. Yay. Finally shot my hour special. Can I get claps in here?
Yes, of
I'll
course.
use your hands. Use your fucking hands.
already.
Thank you to everybody that
I
donated.
thank everybody that donated. Dante set it all up, and all my fans. The donations. You guys are part of executive producers also. Right? Because you guys donated. You thought it wasn't going to happen. I said, hey, man, it doesn't happen that quickly, but we got the right people together. You always want to do it the right way.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, the crew I had was fucking fantastic, man.
Good.
Word up. Shout out to Rachel Fraser. Rachel, who really put all this shit together, man. My crew is mainly women.
That's
that were
good.
at the helm, and women know how to juggle shit, and she's just
Gaddafi's armed guard.
you know what I'm saying? She got it together, man. She really did. Because when I told her about what I was doing, I said, she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm doing a special, and blah blah blah, and I got some people that are giving me money and this whole shit." She goes, "Okay, well, let me write out a budget thing for you." She knows how to write all of that proposals. That's what I do. I do proposals. I'm a line producer. Blah blah blah. She laid that shit out. She goes, "Well, what theaters do you want to do?" I said, "Well, I'm thinking Kings. I'm thinking Apollo." She goes, "The next day, we got the Apollo. What do you want to do?" She goes, "We got the Apollo. King's Theater is on hold, but we got the Apollo. It's this much." Da da da. And I said, "Man, Apollo would be good because of my style. I lived in Harlem for 6-7 years. Boom, yeah." And then she goes, "Well, we can set up we'll set up a meeting. We'll set up so you can go see the theater." Boom, she set that up. Boom, I'm there. We're looking at, I said, yeah, Apollo, bang. So it was like she got shit done. It wasn't no talking shit, yapping.
Women get shit done.
When I tell you she fucking got to it, man, it was like, when you got somebody that actually will do it, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta show up.
Right. Oh, this shit for real.
Because you're so used to people
Just chatting.
bullshitting.
Chatting.
Especially in this industry.
I call them chatty patties.
Chatty Patty and my lawyer, Jamie Roberts, man, whose family pretty much was like the lawyers for all of the hip hop artists.
Jimmy Roberts, Comedy in Harlem?
No, not Jamie
I'm about
Roberts,
to
the
say.
Jewish guy.
Oh.
But they were the what's the Fitz it's a different, but his name is not Jamie Roberts. He changed it. It's Steve. What's the guy's name? Steve in hip hop. Steve
Stout?
Nope, Steve. Damn it.
Cohen?
It's Jewish name, last name. Steve
Weinberg?
Nope.
I know.
I
don't want to
it's
just
all
name shit and sound racist.
It's Fitz. I forgot.
Feinstein?
Nope. It's
Now I seem
But his
racist.
real
Right.
name is that. His nephew is pretty much represented all the Wu-Tang Clan, all of them. their family, because he knew all of them. He goes,
Yeah.
Jamie's his little Judy. He goes, I know Raekwon. I represented him since '89. I know Raekwon, RZA. I know Big Daddy Kane. All of them. Like they know him. So he was my lawyer, and I used to. That's when I started smoking cigars because I would go to the Havana Club. He goes, Godfrey, you should come to the Havana Club. You'll really like to. I think you like smoking cigars. It's a really nice. You should do it. You should come up there. You'll meet people. I met Sharpton's always there. I met all kinds of people. So I would go up there, and I was like, I like this. I like cigar bars. I dig that shit. And then he would just advise me because you going through shit. I go because he represented a lot of big names, and I'd be like, he goes, I just want to let you know. This is what the first thing you gotta understand. Everybody's full of shit. Okay? Everybody's full. He's just like
weren't lying.
everyone's full of shit. He's so right. People they're gonna talk to you and then they disappear. It's like not everybody will
Sell a
but
dream. They will sell you a dream.
she literally
Was in it.
was like every time I said, "Hey, can we get this?" She goes, "Yeah." So I just called. And so what do you want?
It's done.
She called me up. She was like,
Right.
she called me up.
Done.
She called me up. She was like, "We need to get the money for the because we need the down payment by today." I was like, and you are who?
She barely gets any sleep, Rachel. But she just always working, man. Always and for the good of people. This is what else she did. I did Ghostface Killer's cooking show. I did an episode. He's shooting a pilot. We did it in Long Island, which was fucking great.
He has a cooking show?
Ghostface. He
That's
asked
the guy.
because he asked me because she's connected with Gold. She's just fucking connected. So she goes because she's from Philly too. So she know Will Smith. She know all of them. So she's like, Driss came on the show with Aisha.
Yeah.
So that's the whole crew because Aisha is rapping under Ghostface label, Yap City.
Yeah.
So Aisha, so we go over there and shit, and Ghost is like, the cooking show is so funny because it's Ghostface and food.
Kenny
Yeah, I wouldn't give a second.
No, we have people who are competing, like. They're cooking like we had a soul food version, and we are there to taste it. And so,
so y'all not cooking?
No, so Ghostface,
Okay.
because we just watched the person. And so Ghost be like, yeah. So right now we're gonna put the cheese in the bowl. You know what I mean? It's an 8 cheese, macaroni. We got that going. Now, this is cool. Now we get the butter. And it's just Ghost, right?
Hilarious.
And then at the end, of course, you know how they do it where they have it already prepared. And he goes, all right, now we here. Everybody got the mac and cheese. We got the collard greens. Now we're going to taste it. And then we're going to judge from there. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And he has
I need
Ghostface.
to
He
see
has
that.
the Ghostface.
The apron?
Oh, with his symbol. It's fire. I kept that shit.
Hysterical.
It's amazing.
Wait, did you have an apron too?
Hell yeah, I had an apron. I'll send the video.
Yeah, please, I need to see that shit. I need to see that shit.
I'm gonna
That's
send
funny.
the video. So there's a girl on there. Her name's Paige. Unbelievably professional. She's a young black, just like behind the scenes, just fucking boom, 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 everything. Nicest person in the world. And we were just talking, chatting. She goes, yeah, I want to get into this. I said, well, Rachel was there. I go, Rachel, she does all that. Rachel talks to her. She's on the fucking set of the Apollo.
At your hour?
Hired her, got her a
Okay.
job. Rachel's like, all right,
Look at
she's on the
that.
payroll. Boom, bam, bam. She helps women. That's what she
Yes.
does. She helps women. She
Yes,
loves
Rachel.
helping women. And so I got a person in my gym, the girl at the front desk, real pretty little chick. You saw her, Julia.
Yeah.
And so we were talking, and she goes, I go, what else do you do other than this? She's like, I'm in film, and I go, really? I call Rachel. I said, Rachel, this person, she goes, does she want a job? She's on the set.
Shit, Rachel, let me get a job. God
Doing
damn.
PA work and shit like that. But she's really like
Plugging people in.
positive.
Yeah, I love that.
Wants people and she makes sure you get work done. She goes. She doesn't fuck around. She screams on people like, "Yo, you were supposed to do that. You got to do that. You got to get it."
Get it
She
done.
ran that shit like a tight ship. She did it. Other than, and I have to say this about the Apollo Theater. The staff was a little rude. I'm not gonna lie, they were rude, especially with the getting people in, like just comics coming in. Because I didn't know any. Because I was in they were handling shit,
right?
So I didn't really have a guest list like that. But I was like, you know what? I would think, people, if they're comics, I can just go, yo, get this person in. I can just send somebody a list. And the dude at the door was like, oh, if they ain't got no ribbon. I go, why are you being aggressive, though?
Yeah.
Nobody here is fucked up. Nobody's a thug. Everyone is dressed nice, positive. Why are you?
He probably used to a certain demographic, so that's what he's.
But my thing is read the room.
Right.
It's like when someone's been in a badass relationship and a nice person goes, good morning. Fuck you, nigga.
All right,
I say good morning.
Yeah.
Say good morning back.
I'm a little guilty of that. I'm not gonna hold you.
I said good morning.
I'm a little guilty of that. I'm not gonna hold you.
But a lot of it was like, but I wasn't nasty to you.
I know. Sometimes you just gotta realize you ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for Apollo Man.
Shitty behavior?
No, I'm just saying I feel Apollo Man. You know what I mean? I feel him.
Listen,
Apollo Man, I'm gonna beat it on and cheat it on, and now here you come with your little guest list.
No. I come in with my little guest list.
You ain't got beat it and cheat it on. Here you come with your shit.
You don't know what I've been through.
Right, you don't know Apollo Man like that. You don't know him like I know him. Get the fuck out of here.
I lived in Harlem for a long time, all right? So I'm like, this dude's like, I was like, man, shut up.
They were doing a lot, yeah.
They were doing, and the lady with the ribbon. I was like, man, give me them fucking ribbons, man. Fuck out of here, man. I've been in New York long enough. I know you motherfuckers. I'm like, yo, you ain't doing shit. You sitting there. She's just like this, all slouched over. I go, yo. Nobody's trying to sneak into the Apollo.
Yeah.
The fuck's wrong with you? Half these motherfuckers performed here. Beat it.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Scram.
And the thing is, and I'm not knocking it, but the Apollo, they're renovating. I was the last performance at the Apollo. They're renovating for 2 years now.
Oh shit.
Oh, they're doing a whole makeover and shit like that. The Apollo. I'm sure they'll probably keep it, but they're doing a real.
The Victory is next door to them. That shit is
beautiful. Yeah,
the Victory is what
it's a hotel, brand new hotel.
next to the to the Apollo, but it's a theater.
It's a theater too.
Oh, they got. We walked around.
That's competition, no?
No, it's connected. It's
They own it.
Oh, okay.
But there's like acting workspaces.
Yeah.
We went all the way through in the they were doing a play in another. They got like some play stages. That shit is nice.
Yeah.
And it's only 2 years old. I never seen this before.
Sexy bar with a mezzanine.
And
You went in there. What you was doing in there?
And then the elevators got like Cab Calloway and Josephine Baker. And beautiful.
They got drinks with smoke in it.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Smoky drinks.
Nah, I gotta go. I hardly ever go to Harlem. Hardly.
Because you're from Brooklyn.
Yeah, I don't leave
when
Brooklyn.
you're way at the bottom, you ain't going.
I know it's too much.
I'm Harlem. I lived in Harlem, so I was like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I
like
never lived
Harlem.
there.
Do it.
But so they were being like, there were some people recording because I know a lady that went to my show, and she like sent me a DM. Congratulations. She goes, well, if it's okay if I post something, I said, why the fuck would you record? They told you not to.
They was recording.
They were for the first show. They were. It got to the point where me and Ida, because me and Ida went to the first show. We told one of the producers, like, hey, y'all got to make 2 or 3 announcements and tell you're going to kick people out.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
You got to threaten them.
We had to tell the producers. I don't know if she was the producer, but some lady that worked there was like, hey, you got to go and tell them not to do that.
I was like,
I'm like, because this can't come out.
I was like, yo, you can't.
Yeah,
film.
Me and Ida told him for the first show. We was hoping that it got better for the second because we didn't go to the
when you go to the Beacon, they got the bag.
Yeah,
Right.
they got the Yonder bags or Yoda bags or whatever they're called.
So
At least
they
she
was
had the
filming.
decency to ask. Imagine how many people who didn't ask.
Thing, huh?
I mean, they was doing little excerpts here and there, but they was filming.
Yeah.
Even for the second one?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought they fixed it because we told them to make
Yeah, and then half those ushers were bullshit. They were lazy as fuck, not doing shit. I'm just keeping it 100.
And then they had the
sounds
VIP
like something.
people who were late. And then I was only in the audience because I was a seat filler because it was people who hadn't showed. But then once I was the seat filler, and then the VIP would come. They would come in while he was performing
On the second show?
Move me.
Jesus.
I was telling him I moved 5 times.
Oh wow.
Like I said, here and here.
But I didn't notice it, and Rachel said, you don't have to, it's good, we have so many cameras. She's like, they didn't catch all that stupid. There was one guy, back and forth, and one lady tried to heckle me.
On the first
Oh
show.
my god.
And I went like this. I said, are you fucking kidding me right now? I was like this. I said, I'll light your ass the fuck up. And the dude was like, the dude got with me. He didn't get mad. He was like, yo, I said, yo, tell her be quiet. Yo, what's good? What's up? I was like,
she wanted attention.
She wanted attention. I said, your dude is right there. But she really tried to like open her mouth. I said, nah. I said, I was literally like, I'll fuck you up, yo.
Yeah.
That was for the first show, right?
Yeah, I was like
yeah.
this. I'll light your ass up so bad. I swear to
hour
God.
special taping. Is she dumb? Bitch, are you dumb?
Yeah.
He had to go, yo, I'm taping.
We're recording.
And I'm sure she was fully aware of that.
Oh yeah,
She knew where the fuck she was at.
You
also see the 10
average
cameras.
face bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
You average face bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But a lot of times hecklers are always female with me. It's always a woman that got.
Hecklers are usually always women.
Nah, not in my experience.
You get dudes.
Yeah, a lot of men.
Maybe
they
women
get-
heckle men more than.
I think they do that because you're attracted, so they go, they can't just respect you, so they mad because you're attractive. So, and I know that's what it is. It has to be that.
Yeah.
Because I go, why are you screaming at me?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you screaming at me for? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
I get dudes heckle me.
Dudes heckle you. They trying to challenge you.
Oh, I always get white women.
I get dudes.
That's crazy.
and I'm
White women
like,
wanted to fight me 3 weeks ago
Where? South Carolina?
at the cellar.
Oh.
Not a white woman trying to fight. I'm screaming.
No, she was like, so the comic that went up before me was talking about like gas chambers and Jewish Holocaust. All kinds of
shit.
All kinds of shit. Just white dude
Just
shit.
white dude shit.
So I
White
went
boys,
up.
white boys.
I went up and I was doing my shit. I don't know. What was I talking about? I was just talking about, all the politics on. And she was like, she's like, and these girls were looking at me being all angry. They were just like going like this. And the girl went like this, and I was like, fuck you.
At the VU?
I said, yeah, I was like, fuck you and fuck your whole crew right there.
Right.
I said, you better keep your fucking mouth shut. You can keep your mouth shut. I'll burn this whole fucking table. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You understand? So they were quiet. I said, that's the way I like it. You shut the fuck up while I'm talking.
Right.
And then this other white girl, she goes, just move on. And I go, who the fuck are you talking to, bitch?
Move
Yeah.
on.
Move the fuck on. You fucking crazy. And so she's with her boyfriend and shit.
Oh,
I said, so you are going to shut the fuck up or I'm going to, it's like I was sunning the shit out of
Good.
her. And I said, this is good. Shut the fuck up while everybody else laughs.
Yeah.
Dummies. Right? So I'm talking after the show in the back by the comics table. So the lady comes like, you motherfucker. I go like this. I don't hit women. You're not gonna do shit. No, I don't hit women. What are you doing? Get the fuck out of here, right?
Yeah.
And the dude, his boyfriend, like, you're just boring. I go, you're a big, tall. I used the F word. I said, shut up, you. You know what I mean? I said, shut.
Not
the
during
fuck
our
up.
month.
All right.
I said, shut your dumb ass up. You dumb. Now you want to talk, stupid
Right.
ass. Get the fuck. So then, it
He
was
wasn't
like,
about shit.
and then we were gonna bum rush him. Artie was.
Oh, it was Artie's show?
No, yeah, it was Artie's show. But she came at me like wanting to fight, and I'm like, huh?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's like, but it's usually women with me. It's always a
If
woman.
you come to a show wanting to
Whether
fight,
they're
you're
black
a loser.
or they're
Right.
white. I had another one. I got stories. We got stories today. I got another one. Here's my war story. Another war story. In the front at the VU, right? And I'm talking about, I'm Indian guy, specific Indian person. And so there's a dude in the front, dark skin. He's a Bangladesh, but he's dark skinned Indian guy with a black girl. She's like holding on, right? And so I asked the dude, I said, hey, you Indian? Because he made a comment, I said, you Indian? So we're having fun. So you Indian? He goes, no, I'm Bangladeshi. Oh, Bangladesh. So I said, in his language, I said, "Kemo nacho," right? He goes, "Valo, how do you know that shit?" Right? And I said, "Are you Indian?" The black girl goes, "He's Bangladeshi." She like kind of screamed at me. She was mad, and I go, "So you're Bangladesh?" And I said something in his language, and we high five, and I go, "Aha." And the place erupted.
Yeah.
I go, I connected, right? So they're going crazy. She's feeling like fucking small.
Yeah.
Now she mad at him.
Yeah, I'm doing my shit. I go to the back of the table, minding my business. Here she comes. She was like, black girl, I was a fan of yours until now. I just said, I don't give a fuck. And she goes, how are you going to? I said, you screamed at me.
Word.
You got mad at me. I said, oh, she goes, I'm a black woman. I said, oh, now you're black. But in the front, you were so proud to have your little Indian boyfriend with you. But now you're black now. You became Negro, 100 feet away? I said, hey, let me tell you something. That bed wenching shit you doing right now, I'm not in the mood for it. So get the fuck out of my face. I was a fan. I don't give a fuck if you're a fan. So the dude starts coming at me. I said, man, I'll smack the shit out of you.
Oh, the Indian dude.
Yeah, the same dude that I connected with. I go, but I said, I understand though. You got to protect her. But I go like this, dude. I understand what you got to do because it's going to be a long ride home with this fucking knucklehead. So get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that's that. But I don't make up this shit.
That's so crazy. How
Anybody got a war story? I know you.
I got mad war stories.
You had what you got?
Me?
Yeah, give me some more stories.
I was in Dallas. This is recently too. This is like in April, and I'm doing a show at
Arlington or Addison.
No. It was a country club that had hired me for.
Lord have mercy. Here we go.
For a private show.
Oh, I hate those.
It was a black man like I don't want to say fraternity, but like a social group.
Ugh. Go ahead.
Oh my God! And they were just like, one guy was just like, "Oh, take your clothes off," and then it started spreading, and until like the whole crowd was telling me to take. I'm like, it was the most. Yeah, it was really disgusting.
That's disgusting.
And I was like, I'm not taking my clothes off, and then they started to boo, and I'm just like, mind you, this is a country club, and it's supposed to be black excellence,
and you were booked as a comedian.
I was booked as a comedian, and the guy who booked me just sat there at the side and just watched me, and I'm just like, you're a fucking pussy because you're mad because I didn't want to fuck you when you asked me. You were trying to holler at me. I curved you. I curved you, and now you standing there watching me like, yeah, bitch, drown.
Did he pay you? You got paid?
Yeah, I got paid. I didn't, before I got on stage, I got paid. I told him I wasn't. But it was just
okay, how many people were in there? 200, 100?
I want to say a crowd of like 100.
100, and it's all dudes?
All men. Their wives were at a book. Author was like speaking.
So he booked a comedian. Yo, that's cool.
Oh yeah, he definitely trapped me. My mother said the same shit. shit. I had to stop telling my mother about stuff that was happening to me on the road. My mother's hard. She can't take it.
So what did you? How many minutes were you supposed to do?
30.
And then did you battle these motherfuckers?
Nah, I did my 30. I'm like, y'all can sit there. I'm like, I'm gonna get, listen.
Wow, that's fucking disgusting.
It was really, I went to my hotel room and cried. And I blocked. It would have been
dope if you had a gun.
Oh my God, I wish I did.
And you were just like this. Really? Is it like that? Brooklyn style, son?
That's right, flying through the air.
So he slide, you're like, niggas like, oh hell no. You think it's a game out here? Brooklyn style.
That's so corny.
It's so corny.
So he's so corny. Who is that motherfucker?
So he booked you.
What was his name? Clarence? What a piece of shit. Go ahead.
Very piece
Was it
of
a
shit.
fraternity?
Yeah, no. So it's not like it's not like a school. It's not one of the Divine Nines. It's like a social club that like grown men like can pay a dues to be in.
Is it like Shriners?
It's like a private club.
Yes, and they have chapters in Baltimore, Brooklyn.
Was it called Bitch Ass Niggas?
It should be Bitch Ass Niggas. It should be.
What's the name of it?
You should have reported them niggas.
You know you got the receipts.
Air them
you
out.
definitely should have reported them
Air
niggas.
them out.
Sue them niggas, get you a bag.
Air them out.
That's sexual harassment.
Well, you know what?
That's
Fuck it. Their names is the Guardsmen's.
Who?
The Guardsmen.
The
Yeah, the
Guardsmen.
Guardsmen.
You know them?
It was a Baltimore chapter.
Never heard of it.
Well, it was a Baltimore chapter that booked me, but it was a whole bunch of men there from different chapters. It was a very. It was humiliating.
I don't got anything like that.
You got something.
And my thing is, they only did it to me because they would have never, ever did that to a white woman.
Oh no, they would not.
They would have never done that to a
Because
white
white women are protected. They
SWAT team would have swooped in.
But I'm the same age as their daughters, their sisters, and they did not see
But
me.
that was rude.
Very disgusting.
To do that. Now, if it's a strip joint and that's different.
Yeah.
But you're a fucking comic.
And I don't ever go on stage like
no, you don't. You
sexy.
Never
I
dress crazy
always
like that.
my sexy clothes is for after like
No, but
my private time. At work, I'm covered the fuck up.
Covered up, you know. But
and then even if you wasn't,
so
it's
what?
Like, you don't do that.
You don't do that.
Don't do that.
I want all these dudes to get corny. That corny at you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't report it to their wives.
I should have, but they wives not gonna leave them. These wives, they know the piece of dog shit that they married.
Yeah. 'Cause
That's
they
corny that
doing
he
the
just
business.
sat there and let them do
Just
that.
sat
too.
there
That's-
watching me,
What a
bitch
piece-
ass nigga.
And half these motherfuckers too, these promoters, they'll be like, "Yo, I want to book you." I'm good. I'm all comedy the fuck out. I got enough shit on my plate. A lot of these gigs are the worst.
Yeah, the
I have
worst.
another war story, but what's yours?
Yeah, go ahead.
A good one.
I did one. This was years ago. It was in Alabama, so I knew.
Oh, this is perfect.
I knew it was gonna be bad.
Go ahead.
It was in Mobile, Alabama.
Oh yeah.
They booked me for.
Sweet man.
This was
Sweet
like,
boy.
This was like how. This was so. I ended up getting fired, but this was.
Go ahead.
I'm doing a show. I'm like 25. I'm headlining, and I'm like halfway through, and I'm getting to the gay portion of the show. Now the whole show's gay, but when I first came out, I was regular for like 10, 20 minutes, and then it got gay at the end. So everyone's laughing. I used to do this joke where I say, I'm recently gay. And I'm like, I'm not recently gay. I've been gay. I just got caught. Like that was that was the joke. Did that joke, got a big laugh. This table got up and they got they were like mad. I'm like, hey, I'm like, what's going on? They're like, we don't support. There was like 7 of them. They're like, we don't support old white dudes or old white people, not just a mixture of men and women. And like, we don't support gay
What do you
people.
mean you don't support?
And then I said, I'm like, yeah, you do. They're like, no, we don't support. You're going to hell, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, actually, you bought tickets to see the show. The club's gonna pay me.
Right.
I'm gonna use that money and buy condoms and fuck a bunch of dudes. And it got an applause. They were pissed. Apparently, they were close. They were like regulars.
Oh.
Yo, they hit the. I was supposed to be there for 2 nights. They hit up the owners.
Damn.
Yo, I got an email the next day. Hey, we're gonna go in a different direction.
Oh my God.
We're gonna pay you what we have to pay you, but we're just gonna go a different direction for tonight's show. I got paid. Yeah. I got paid.
Oh yeah, then fuck it.
I got paid. And then I was just like, all right, I guess I'm here for another night. And
we don't do gay. And then be those dudes that do it.
Gave you a whole nother day to fuck gay dudes.
another day to be gay in Mobile.
Do you have a war story?
I used to do this bit about people with missing fingers, and this fucking this army dude who had amputee. He
And
was
you didn't even see him. Neither.
and he ran up on the stage.
Oh my
Amputee
God.
of his just hands.
He
or
had
his
no.
legs?
He had a. I don't know what. I don't know if he had friends that had an amputee. Fuck you don't. Then he dude ran up on the stage, and I had to pop this thing. I boop.
Oh wow.
Like I waited till he got you coming uphill.
Yeah.
So he stepped on the stage, and as he came up, boop,
down.
turned it over.
How many years ago was this?
This was maybe 10.
Oh, wow.
10.
That's crazy.
Was that here in New York?
Yeah.
Damn.
At the Boston.
People
I
take
didn't-
shit
I
too
didn't-
personally. People take shit way
People
too
do, because it's like, yo, we wrote these jokes before we knew you existed.
Nobody
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
We didn't write these jokes thinking, hey, yo, this disabled motherfucker's gonna be mad at this.
Right. I'm like,
You know how many times I hear shit about black women and they don't even got no punchline? I don't go run up on nobody stage and hit nobody. Or, it's gonna. Their time is limited. They're not gonna be there the whole night. It's okay. You don't need to emotionally or physically react to something that you don't like.
Don't laugh.
Just don't laugh.
comedies-
We're not politicians. Our opinions are not going to affect their life in any way. I promise you that.
But comedy shows are where everyone sticks their chest out.
Yes.
And go, you need to, I like when they say stick to comedy, not politics. I go, I am sticking to comedy.
Yeah.
These are jokes.
These are jokes.
Are a joke.
You're not running for office.
Yeah,
What the fuck you talking about?
And everybody's brave. I go, wait a minute. Why isn't anybody heckling a boxing match?
Never.
They never heckle MMA fight.
Never.
But everybody comes to the comedy shows.
And they think
all
comedians
of
are
a sudden,
pussy.
because you by yourself, now everybody's tough guy now.
They think we pussy.
You know?
I had a dude tell me, what the fuck you want to do? And I was like, dog, I don't even want to fight me. Like,
Right.
stop. What the fuck is you doing?
Just stop. Especially a woman on the road by yourself.
We can get it
that's-
popping now.
Yeah,
They
and-
target me.
I remember in Chicago, I was talking about vaccines when I was really talking about vaccines and shit. This white man was like, I thought you were... This is Chicago.
Yeah.
So all my college friends are there, my high school friends.
You don't even know what's
my
around.
grade school friends.
Right.
All Chicago motherfuckers are there. So I'm like, I go, what? I thought you were smarter than that. I'm like, I'm smarter than you. I'm Nigerian. Check the stats, white man. We're beating you in academics. We're crushing you, and your children.
Yeah.
Right? I said, and he goes, I'll take it outside. I said, all of a sudden, everybody goes, what's up? What up, God? What up? What's up, baby?
Yeah.
What's good?
Yeah.
All my boys, all of them up, they were about to
And he was shook.
He was shook. I said, I am Chicago, sir. They were like, we got you. They were going to fuck them. And all my friends are engineers, but it was like, they're like, what? They were right next to him. What? Man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Ran him out. Get you and your wife and keep it fucking moving.
And he thought he was by yourself.
But
That's why he was so tough.
We've been going to these cities, and I'm not no tough guy. I don't try to be a tough guy, but I ain't no punk. But I'm not a Dante. But
I'm not a tough guy. I'm a sweethart.
You are,
so
Dante.
adorable. That was the cutest thing.
Hi, bam. I'm sorry, bam.
What audience members don't realize is like all you have to do is not laugh because that's gonna hurt more than anything.
Right.
Yeah.
If you don't laugh, and if everyone in the room don't laugh, that hurts us more than any heckle you can come up with.
That's too illogical.
You remember we was in Baltimore and the chick yelled at you from Baltimore because Baltimore.
Yeah, she went crazy in the back.
Comedy Factory.
Yeah.
Their security is serious, strapped, bulletproof vests.
I know.
Yeah. And these dudes love us.
Oh my God!
I'm talking the hardest Baltimore.
Bulletproof vest. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, they look like.
I come to Baltimore Comedy Factory. It's just destruction.
They dress like ISIS.
Yeah. No, they do.
Damn.
They do. Because I used whenever I come there, there's always a fight. There's always a fight.
I love it.
But we come in there
and we
rip that tear their ass up. And I've been coming to Baltimore when they were at there's a place called the Power Plant, which was worse.
It was worse, yeah.
Oh, I never did that one.
I used to be in the middle of that shit like, shut up, dummy, with your dumb fucking aquarium.
Damon keeps hood niggas.
I remember the last time we did it, someone died in the hotel room.
Shit.
Yes.
They went to like, someone died upstairs. I'm like, oh no.
But it's just a weird
and
setup.
The chick was yelling.
Yeah. She yelled out, she came out, you don't know, yelling at me. I couldn't hear what she said, but.
And her man kind of like was like, I gotta back her up.
And then the dude went.
And them niggas was like, the boop, the boop, the boop.
And he almost got in trouble because he just socked the dude. As soon as knocked him out.
They be looking for the smoke.
Yeah, they be waiting like.
Damn.
Oh yeah, these dudes are like.
Them niggas walk with knives.
I be feeling bad for guys who have like crazy girlfriends that have to defend.
It sucks, man.
Cause my thing is like I would never put my man in this position where he gotta fight for no reason.
Because you got class.
For no reason.
And I always do this. When a woman like goes too much on me, I go, yo, I'm not trying to disrespect you at all.
Yeah.
I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
And she's putting you in this situation. And then some dudes be like, get her ass. She wanna talk. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Not get her.
I see women be like this. Nah, shit, I'm enjoying this shit. You keep your mouth shut. Oh, some cats be down with it because you showed them respect. I said, my man, he goes, I see, she started it. She knows she's a comedy club.
Yeah.
And I go, you sure? He goes, hey, man, do what you got to do, dog. Sometimes you get that.
Yeah.
Word.
Sometimes you get that.
They know she bugging.
Yeah.
But I feel like as a couple, you should probably like a united front. You know?
Okay. Well,
get it.
When I was in, was it?
Because even my man is wild. I'm not gonna let them know that.
Right.
Okay, right. When I was in Virginia, was it Virginia or fucking Connecticut? One of them places.
Some whack ass state.
And so the dude had the girl. They had foot on the stage.
Yeah.
Like this.
Probably.
It was like this.
Probably Connecticut.
Right, Connecticut.
Yeah, that's.
Because I was like, yeah, could you get your foot off the stage, please?
That's so disrespectful.
And the dude, he's like, man,
go ahead.
Man, you go, man. I was
Do
like
your
this.
jokes.
No, her foot's on the stage. That's disrespectful. And
OD.
Yeah.
And she was like, I was like, just keep your foot off the stage. You know what I mean? He's like, man, I'm a fan. No, I go, yeah, I get it, but I'm saying,
I was there for that. I was there for that.
What is it?
Were you there for that?
Yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah, I said,
I'm a fan.
I said, in performance, you don't do that. In theater, you just don't do that. That's like,
It's etiquette.
It's etiquette. And my man, right, he started getting mad and shit. And he was like, man, you ain't funny. I go, okay, I don't care. But you're not putting
How
your
you
foot
went
on
from
the
a fan to
stage.
you ain't funny?
Yeah.
It's dumb
But that's
shit.
because I go, great. But you can't put your foot on the stage.
Right.
you're not putting your foot on stage. It's not gonna happen.
They would never do that nowhere else.
But,
Broadway.
and these are black folks doing
not
it to
even
you.
the strip club, bitch. You don't put your foot.
You don't do that.
Bitch, make her ass.
And then
your
the
foot is not on the stage.
bouncer that's 7'9" punches you in the side of the head.
Good.
That's even strip joints. They don't play
That's
that
what I'm
shit.
saying. They don't put their
your
feet up on
face
the.
in somebody's ass, but you better not be wearing a Yankee hat. Take your hat off.
Right.
It's ladies.
Right.
The disrespect, son.
Yeah, man,
I feel like comedy attracts people who ain't never been nowhere.
It attracts that, but it attracts people who think they're experts in funny.
Yes.
You got cats that are already funny
In the barbershop.
street, on the stoop.
This nigga
Yeah.
right here.
And they
This
here
nigga.
like this. They like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This nigga not
Like
funny.
this. Yo, man, this nigga, man, my man Boo Boo funnier than this nigga. Man, my nigga Boo Boo, that nigga will kill these niggas out here. I mean, I go bring Boo Boo
to open
because
mic.
he will Boo Boo at the open mic.
He will.
He will shit himself.
Exactly.
You know, so you get all that.
It's also comedy social media because they're fans and they just never been to the and then they come.
That's what I'm saying. They never been nowhere.
Then
They never been
just
nowhere.
like,
They
yo.
don't know.
Well,
them.
social media has amplified it up because the heckler's always been around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But now they heckle more because all those crowd work videos.
crowd
Yes,
work.
they want to be a part of the
think
show.
that they're helping. And it's
Oh
like,
my God, I've had someone say that to me.
Yo,
Like,
they
oh, I was
say
trying to
that all
help
the
your
time.
set.
and I'm like, no.
I don't need no fucking
You
help.
should pay me. I've had that. You
I
should
wrote
pay
these
me.
jokes without you.
Oh man!
I wrote these jokes when you wasn't here. Like,
Don't put that in your skit. Oh, it's not a skit.
God.
Stupid.
I hate
A
that.
skit got more than one person,
Put
you
this in
dummy.
your skit.
In your
Put
sketch.
this in your skit. I love
Hey
your
man, don't be
skit.
taking that shit.
I'm trying to help you with your sketch.
Yo, you know what? Yo, you know what killed me, son?
What?
When my Netflix shit came out on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And
It came out Saturday?
yeah, it came out Saturday.
Hey, wait, hold on.
No.
What'd you make of it?
Bam. Yes,
Wait,
Netflix.
hold on.
Netflix introducing Eva Evans out now on YouTube. But yes,
You talk so fast.
know.
Go ahead. Say it again.
Netflix introducing Eva Evans. It's on YouTube right now.
Netflix introducing Eva Evans is on right now. Go to Netflix and watch her.
Yes, go to YouTube. It's on YouTube.
What?
It's on Netflix's YouTube.
Netflix's YouTube.
Yes.
All right.
Eventually, I'll get the hour on the actual platform. But anyways, I had people hit me up like everyone was saying congratulations, you did a great job, and then I had like the one or two people who's like, oh, you should have said this, and I'm like, that was the wackest. Why don't you work on your shit? Work on your shit, cause my shit got me on Netflix. Your shit still got you at Boo Boo Show
yeah.
with sock pocket Pete.
Sock
Yeah,
puppet.
you still opening for Sock Pocket Pete. So I'm gonna need you to get off my dick. You're still opening for this nigga. So mind your business. Work on your shit.
Yeah, they be doing
Yo,
it.
it be the niggas who never been. Yo, you have not left.
What you
the
should have
fight.
said was
Right.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Saturday. There was a lady. She was talking. I'm doing this thing about my son,
Where
and
was
he
you
goes,
at?
"Well, how?" I was at New York Comedy Club uptown.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Well, how old is your wife?" And I was like, "Nigga, this not an interview, bitch."
What does that have to do with the bit?
And she goes,
They do be asking questions like, what?
Yeah, they-
Also, wait till the joke is over. I might answer the
It's
question.
like a town hall.
And
Yeah.
then, they laughed, and then the dude was like, yo, you gotta shut up. Then
Yeah.
her friend was talking, like, and I was like, yo, y'all still talking? I said, yo, let me do this 2 minutes and get the fuck out
That's
of here.
it.
And she's like, I wasn't talking. She was talking, I was just listening to her. So now
What, in class?
I got the push face coming out. Well, what's wrong? I'm like, yo, these bitches, blah, blah. And they walk out behind me, and I go, I'm like, these bitches, blah, blah, blah. And they go, yeah, this the bitch right here. So I wasn't talking. And then her friend goes, no, we were saying how funny we thought you were. Yeah, but you could do that.
After the
By
show.
laughing.
Yes, by laughing.
If you laugh, I know you think I'm funny. You don't gotta say how funny. Laugh.
Right.
That's
It should be a natural bodily function to just.
That's the indication of funny
Yeah.
is laughing. We don't need
We
you
were
to
just
verbally
talking about
say
how
it.
great we thought you were.
Man.
People and then people show up to comedy clubs mad and angry and then like this.
Oh my God, yes. They refuse to have a
Yeah.
good time. I honestly believe that, and I've said this before, I feel like anger is some people, a lot of people's comfort zone.
No doubt.
Like that's all they know. That's where they feel comfortable. So it's like anything to bring them into that space.
Yeah.
So whatever.
And laughter makes them uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable because it's a good time. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to happiness.
Which is crazy because it's like, bitch, then stay uncomfortable.
That's what I'm saying. Then why the fuck did you come?
Misery
loves company.
They want you to see them in their misery.
Yes.
I need attention. I can't just be miserable by myself.
So, my man came.
Who?
My boy came to hang out.
Oh wait, who? At the Apollo?
No, at the show.
What show?
At my show at New York Comedy Club. And he goes, "Yo, you should have said, yo, I don't hear no mice scratching around eating cheese." And I was like,
Christ,
is that what I should have said? I said, I'm gonna need you to shut up and never give me no comedy advice.
What you should have done was, I'll see no mice scratching around.
Yeah.
Stop giving comedians unsolicited advice.
I don't even know how that could be funny.
It's the one art form where everybody is an expert.
Everybody.
And you know why? I have this whole thing about, I don't know, you see me do that?
I've seen you do it.
The heckling thing?
Yeah.
Because, and I think that it's not fault of anybody, it's the fault of nature. Because innately, we all make somebody laugh. Innately, all of us, no matter who you are, we're all funny to somebody. Somebody.
Right. Yeah.
Even Kim Jong-un is cracking somebody up right now going, I mean, you crazy, nigga.
They don't want to get murdered.
Right.
No, but I'm saying
there's no free will.
He might actually, you never know.
Yeah, he got a type 5.
But anytime you have
his fade is tight.
Man, his fade
is crazy.
Well, yeah, because if they mess it up, they get killed.
Yeah.
You ever see me do that?
When the stakes are that high?
The Kim Jong-un joke?
No, I don't think I've seen it.
Where I said, can you imagine? I said, he has the coldest fade ever. It's so beautiful. I go, imagine being his barber. I'm like, right. The guy's like,
that's why Hood
Barber. Can you pull up a picture of Kim of his hair?
It's so much pressure.
Hood Barbers are because you Zika nigga, you could die.
Yeah.
And a lot of the guys I know in my seat, they nice. Jail, some have been not my barber, but there's some cats that just know how they're 25 plus years. Yeah. Diamond fades. They got a new. That's
cool. That's nice.
Look at his face.
Oh wow.
Sweet.
It's tight as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he a monster, but damn.
He got a scissor cut on the top.
He is a chunky monk.
Look at that. The top two, he's like this.
Oh, but he got dandruff. Look at his
Yeah, he got a. That's a.
Look, think about that. See that sharp end right there at the end, a little sharp
angel flakes. You don't call that dandruff.
Yo.
Yeah, his barber.
That barber is tight. His shit is.
Yeah. His life depends on it.
His life definitely depends on it.
Literally.
Yo, man. Anyway, shit. I like the everybody has war stories, man. Yeah. War story. Are we getting what's his name?
He should be.
Mike Cameron. Speaking of war, there's a lot of war going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of war going on, guys.
Oh, do we have Kim Jong zooming in?
No, we got Cam.
Speaking of war and fades,
we got to talk about this whole thing with the Lord Jamar thing going on.
Who that?
Oh, you will get into it.
Let me Google. Lord who?
Yeah, you.
Aren't they? There was a group called Brand Nubians, a rap group called Brand Nubians. He's part of
You got him, Mike?
Brand Nubians.
Yeah, let's bring him on.
Yo!
Peace,
what's up, brother?
Man, good to see y'all in Godfrey We Trust. What's up, fam?
Yeah, what's going on, Cam?
Everybody? Man.
We got West Coast Cam from Los Angeles via satellite.
Man. How y'all doing, fam? Man, I'm loving the show. Congrats, Godfrey, on the Apollo special. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, man. Finally. 7 years in the making. I know, that was way overdue, but I didn't know they would ignore a lot of us. So you go, I guess I'm not getting one. Let me do it on my own. So with the help of a lot of good people, I was able to, and now I own it. So that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's beautiful. Don't get no more beautiful than that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man. So I know you know, what's so funny is a lot of the last time I talked to you was over the COVID, which people don't understand how a lot of this stuff started with the whole Lord Jamar Vlad thing. You know, you had sent me. I remember you had sent me a video. And he was like, "Yo, Godfrey, man, scam, man, fan, man, we got to talk about." Right? It was you first. I said, "What the hell's going on?" And I had filmed a video with Vlad over the COVID. I did a new video with him because I had no idea what was going on. Right? What happened? I had no idea what was going on. I was like, okay. And so then Royce the 5'9" sent me a message. Then Elijah sent me a message. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And then Vlad calls me and goes, "Hey, man, I just want to ask, is everything cool? I just want to know. I just want to make sure that everything's cool, you know." I was like, "Yeah." I said, what the fuck? So you're sending me messages. Nation Islam sending me messages. I'm like, and then some other DMs like, you gonna still tap dance for that fucking. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then Jamar goes, "Yo, we gotta talk to Vlad about this shit, about this something he said about the minister, blah blah blah." I said, "You mean the speech that he did over there?" I go, "Well, what did he say?" He said, "The minister said this." I said, "No, he did not say that. Why would he lie about that?" So we called him on a conference call, and then, you know, we decided to agree to disagree. And then Jamar's like, "All right, you gonna stand on your shit, we gonna stand on our shit, we out." So that was when it all started. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't been there since.
I was looking at because I ain't tapped into Vlad, but I've been watching, you know, last week since Lord Jamar been on there and watched a couple of episodes, and it was cringe. It was like fingernails on a chalkboard, like. You know what I'm saying? Because especially one little clip where he was talking about he ran into you, I guess, somewhere, or at Big Boys.
At Big Boys, I was doing an interview with Big Boys in L.A., and I came out, and he, you know, because when you go out the door, people are, like, other guests are, like, right there. So I hadn't seen Vlad in, like, 5 years. I was like, "Oh, what's up?" He's like, "Hey, man, we got to talk." I said, "Cool." Yeah, dapped him up. He had a little security dude with some glasses, some dude just, you know. So I was like, all right, and that was it. That was all. I said, cool. Because my thing is, I even said, I don't have a problem talking to you, but I'm not going back on the show. It's just, I'm not doing that. That's not, I made my decision, and just the optics would be crazy if I was like, all right, now if you would have, that would have been real fucked up. I'd have been like, "Is you Wiz? Is you ain't my baby? Baby, please don't let me down." You know what I'm saying? A woman is the creature that's always been paid. Zap, I'd have been like, "Hey, Cam, I'm sorry. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if he would have, like, if we would have settled it right there in that window, then it would have been different. Like, okay, you showing respect. That's cool, because you had Nick Cannon. You had Nick Cannon apologize when he said stuff about your people, and you're not even a practicing. You're an atheist. But you stood on your, like, "Oh, those are my people." So as soon as you insult our people, who you make money off of,
Right.
all of a sudden, now the humanity is gone. We're just there for monetary reasons, you know? So I was like, I had to stand on my morals and go, all right, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But then...
Did he ever hit you up or no?
I saw I never got the text. I saw a text. He wants to talk. I don't mind talking to the dude.
Yeah, you're just not
I don't hate the dude. I just not doing that.
Yeah, you're not doing
it.
So he reached out for you?
What do you say?
So he reached out for you after he saw you at Big Boy?
Yeah, he reached out to me eventually, and I don't think I saw the text, because sometimes
but you also changed your number, so you said you might not have got the text.
I changed my number. Right. So I could have been
so
like...
he chased you down like Lord Jamar chased him down.
Slow down. Hey, baby, you just look at this. Pumps jump up to get beat down. Yeah. So I was like, you know, I said I'll talk to him, but, you know, because I hung out with him. I brought him to shows. I've been at his crib, you know, and I just thought, you deal with black women though. you deal with black women and then you treat black men. I don't like that. I don't like when white dudes do that shit. You know, you're gonna you with the women, but you're shitting on the men of that culture. Nah, I don't like the way that goes.
White women do that when they with black men. They shit on black women.
Yeah, but those are they date the traumatized black folks. The ones that I hate black men. I'm gonna get with the white man. I hate black women. I'm gonna get with the white girl.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they get killed by white women. That's just kidding. Listen,
Cam, did you watch?
I watched a little of the clip, but
I watched all the clips.
Oh, you watched them all?
Because it's because because it all started when we
pressed him. Pressed him like
when y'all had him on
we were talking about the flat Earth. Did you see any of the flat Earth shit?
Oh yeah, that was the most hilarious yet sad shit I've seen in an awful long time.
Flat Earther.
Professor Dave.
No.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's crazy because I was really worried about bringing Dave on because there's a white dude. And I really didn't want to put him in a position where, he got spanked by this white dude. Because he initially, I'm real tight with Chuck Nice, and Chuck Nice does Neil's podcast. But we couldn't. Neil was just so busy he couldn't fit it in. And so I knew Dave because I was watching his content, and I was like, all right, let's do this. But I was really worried that they were going to be like, oh, Dante hooked up this white boy. You know what I mean? Because it could have went. But he jumped out the window so hard, so early, that nobody was like, oh, he's a white. You couldn't even go, he's a white dude. You got like, come on, dog.
But I go, will you debate this dude? He goes, of course I will. I'll debate anybody. He's like, I'm the smartest man in the world. Remember? He's like, Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's an actor. He's an actor. A SAG card. He's an actor. He has a SAG card. Right?
Does a SAG card immediately invalidate your intelligence?
But Neil deGrasse Tyson is the real deal.
Physics.
Yeah.
Carl Sagan was his mentor, who was an astronomer. Please. So he goes out, and so when we brought him on, I didn't know he was gonna say "fuck that motherfucker." I didn't know he would. The dude didn't even get on the screen yet. He's like, "Man, fuck that motherfucker!" I smacked the shit out of him. I was like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
I was like, "We're talking about the shape of the planet."
Yeah, when this nigga's a thug over shapes. That's crazy.
Man, fuck all that geometric shit, son. I don't give a fuck right now.
He's slapping niggas over a square. That's wild.
Don't tell me it's a parallelogram of this bitch. I swear to God, son.
Geometry must have traumatized the fuck out of him.
He's lying. So after that,
and let's be honest, the 5%ers, they talk about the roundness, the sphere of the earth, the mathematics of the earth.
Peace to the gods and earth.
Peace to the gods and earth.
They never say peace to the gods and the flat earth.
Peace to the gods and the flat earth.
And even the minister talks about the earth rotates.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly. He talks about the spherical and the science behind the earth and the rotation of the earth. I've seen those lectures.
Sure.
And what?
So wasn't Jamar then embracing, if like what Dante said, you was kind of scared of maybe the optics or where it would have went, by bringing a Dave on as
that's
a white
why I
dude,
asked him to ask him if he would debate him. And I thought it would just been an intellectual debate but I also didn't know he's not even a good flat earther. Like you know what I'm saying?
Didn't he embrace two white? This is not no disrespect, but two white boys anyway. Like,
well, that was after he got cooked, right?
Oh damn!
After he got cooked, they reached out to him, and then the white boy said, when you explain the flat earth, you could explain it in the course of a bucket of fried chicken and gravy and mashed. And I'm
hold on. He used chicken.
Fried chicken. A bucket of fried chicken.
That's crazy.
A bucket of Kentucky
That's
fried
the most
chicken.
racist analogy.
Because you know what it is? It's white dudes who want to be able to think they need to talk to you, relate like
chicken.
Like you can't relate.
They need to talk to you with chicken, nigga.
With something you'll get this.
Yo,
You'll
okay,
get this.
if you got 2 pieces of chicken and they take 1 chicken away,
How much you got?
nigga, that's the most racist shit I've ever heard in my life.
Even watermelons are flat.
That's wild.
Watermelons are flat.
That's insane.
And then he didn't even push back. He didn't go like, yo, what the fuck you? Why,
if someone tried to teach me math with chicken, I'd fight him.
Oh, did.
Okay, Tommy has 2 wings. Now, if Jimmy gives him 2 other legs, how many pieces of chicken do you have?
Listen, his gag locks up. What do you do first?
Right.
Do you pull the clip out?
You done killed 2 of his homies. How many bullets you got left in your revolver that holds 8?
And so, my thing about the flat Earth thing is, if you have at least, even if someone has a theory that's crazy, at least be thorough with your explanation where you go, well, damn, there's a point there. Like, we're having a debate. It's like 2 fucking politicians. You know, his shit is trash, but they're going at it, though. They're thorough with it. They're like, I'm going to talk about it in standard. You can't just go, turn this shit up. I'm smack shit out the stick. I'm smack shit out the stick.
Collard greens, you understand when you flatten them out. Like,
That's why I don't roast, because I be ready to smack.
No, but it was embarrassing. And he told me to take it down. He said, take down the video, like on the episode. I said, all right, I'll take it. Yeah, he was like, take this shit down. It was weird, man. He just kind of, he jumped out the window.
And you still did it on some homie love?
yes,
Right.
Yes.
That's what I was doing. And then all of a sudden,
And then he
went after you.
they went after me and went over to the white side and was talking about. I was like,
And they
"Is
did
you
a-
Wills? Is you wait, my
they did one
baby?"
video. They did one video with him, talked about fried chicken, and then, like, used him and then discarded him.
Damn.
Just as quick as that was, but it was
That
like...
motherfucker was like Runckus. I'ma tell you, black folk ain't shit. All them niggas
Uncle
ain't
Ruckus.
shit. That's what I like, the white podcasts. They way better. White podcasts are way better. The couches are better. You go to a nigga podcast. Yeah, the seats are broken. It's
That's
greasy.
a good Uncle Ruckus.
That's what I like.
That's
I'm
really
gonna tell
good.
you this right
His
now.
impressions are always
Flat earthers do not. Niggas love flat earth. I like white folk. White folk know what the damn earth is shaped like. But it's not shaped like a goddamn nigga. That's what I know. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's like this. I'm going to tell you, boy. That Godfrey, boy, I love them sell out those little slave niggas. I love white folk. I love those white boys. Yeah, that's what he did. He literally switched on me like, yo, and he was, and I don't even like watching people talk about it. It's just weird.
Yeah.
And he goes, and ladies and gentlemen, Dante tried to poison me with his weed. He said Dante tried to poison him with weed, and Dante was smoking the same weed.
If you come here and you go like fucking what's his name?
Who?
Yakov?
No. Why can't I think of his name? McAllen, drinks McAllen, Scotch McAllen.
Tyrone.
TK?
No.
Who? Not Ty Jones.
If I can't get his name,
Peter Guns.
Peter Guns. So when Peter Guns came, I said, "Yo, you coming?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, I don't know. I go, "Look, where you drink?" He goes, "McAllen, 15-year McAllen." So I went and bought McAllen,
Right.
Scotch, not knowing it's $300, $250, but that's I said I was gonna get it, so this is what you want. So I knew he smoked, so I got him the best what I smoke. I was like, let me take care of my man. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So I'm gonna be honest, my shit hit, but he smoked 3 blunts of his own.
He smokes every day,
He
all
smoked
day.
his blunts on top of mine.
Damn.
He just want. He's the type of. He just don't want to take accountability. So he needed some type of out.
But it was
But if
very
he had just
embarrassing.
the problem was that he was literally on like Pierce Morgan. Like he was becoming you put out content, Cam. It was a situation where people was fucking with him who wasn't even, like, his name was just blowing the fuck up.
Yeah.
Then he went on to Kamala. Yo, Kamala's a fucking bitch. Like, he went. Then it was like, and it's like this controversial shit. The thing, I ain't gonna lie, whatever the fuck it was, like when I watched the video, I felt bad. Like I lit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he looked like a hostage victim, bro. He looked like.
You know what's fucked up when he goes, and Vlad goes, "Oh, Lord Jamar, it's been like 5 years. Oh man, it's been a long time." He goes, "Yeah, it's been a long time."
Wait, so did they never address? They never addressed.
He didn't.
No,
really,
they did,
really,
but it just looked weird when he had to go. Yeah. It should have been like the end, like to be continued.
Also, the fact
he ended up the evil one.
Because the fact that Vlad said it's been a long time, low-key, that's him stunning him to be like, "Hey, you're back,
You're back, house Negro. How are you?"
He did. Like, did you see how he was? He kind of like. I mean, it was sad, especially the little clip with the dog. Like, I was reminiscing about my dog.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Wait.
Oh yeah, man, that was rough. That was rough to watch.
Wait. What?
Yeah, man.
He don't know about the dog.
No, I didn't see that part.
You don't know about the dog? Oh man, that's what I'm saying. I won't even say watch Vlad, but watch Vlad. Everybody that's watching this, I mean, you know, it just and then Vlad was kind of clowning him, like, you know, he whatever he probably paid him to come over there, but it didn't go the way that Lord Jamar wanted it to go, because Vlad was still like, you know, still clowning him, like, no, you know, let the record show you reached out to me and such and such and such. Like, he's just like, oh,
wait,
no,
Vlad
like,
said that to him?
Oh yeah.
Well, they
That's
ran into each other.
Is that part 9 or 10?
I don't know, part 27. They ran in and he gave up, said, "Let's talk." But the thing was, he was like, "Let me tell you something." Hold on, let me do my.
Go on, do your version. He's doing his Lord Jamar as Dante.
He's gonna go back because I painted him in the corner, and now he's gonna. I know he's gonna. Which was the worst part of it, because then even if he hadn't said that, it might have. But it was like putting it on you,
right?
That you was gonna, and then you just. And he looked like Al Qaeda, like a Al Qaeda had him hostage. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I felt bad. I was,
you know what? It was like Scooby Doo. It's Mr. Anderson. If it weren't for you meddling kids, I'd have gotten away with it.
my little piece, my issue wasn't even that. Like the whole Farrakhan thing. We, you know, of course, we know that's our leader. I'm in the nation, so that goes without saying. But it wasn't really that to me. It was, you know, of course, the 5 years. You're gonna take 5 years to give apology on Willie D. Shouts out Willie D. But I have an issue with Willie D. saying that that's honorable and, you know, I believe you sincere, and it, you know, it was a whole softball interview. Like I'm just not with none of that. Right. But the issue with me was the whole chosen people is bozo shit. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing really to do with Minister Farrakhan. We ain't anybody holding their breath for an apology for that. Right. You said it. You should have stood on it. You should have never apologized, because we ain't gonna apologize to you. Right. We're not gonna do what, you know, no disrespect to Nick Cannon or whoever else. Right. You know, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna stand on our business and expect him to stand on his. But the real issue is, you know, if he's taken up for, you know, Jewish people, the whole Jewish thing is the biblical, you know, prophecy about them being the chosen people of God. Yeah. So if Vlad is saying, you know, the whole concept, you know, black people thinking, or any people thinking that they're chosen people, that's some bozo shit.
Oh, he said that too?
Yeah, right.
Anti-Semitism, if he's saying that? That's anti-Semitic.
Well, the anti-Semitism is the fact that you say that you're a chosen people, that you above all else people are chosen by God. That is, I don't even understand how you expect somebody to treat you with any level of respect when your mentality is that you're chosen by God. Whether true or not, I mean, full stop.
I think that's what he meant, but the fact that you jumped off the porch in defense of your chosen people against Farrakhan, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was already, you know, off the mark. Yeah. So, but, you know, if, like I said, if his whole argument against Farrakhan is because, you know, he's singling out of people that we all see, and I can't speak on it right now, but this whole international stuff.
Yeah.
But the fact that there's a such thing as the state of Israel that's been, established in 1948 strictly because of race or faith or whatever that is.
Race, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's bozo shit according to Vlad. But that's his people that he's been benefiting from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you, hey Mike, do you have the Ted Cruz thing? Can you play the Ted Cruz thing?
What's that?
You wait till you see this
shit.
So,
Tucker Carlson.
Speaking of bozos, Ted Cruz.
It's Ted Cruz was on Tucker Carlson, and Tucker Carlson was in his ass, and he. And,
sometimes Tucker will make sense.
Yeah, broken clock.
I call him fucker Carlson, but all right.
But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I felt bad
for
Vlad. I felt bad. I really felt bad because he looked like
Jamar.
He looked like
it looks weird.
He looked like a hostage.
Yeah,
but he chose to. He got his money and that's what he got.
It's bad that we got footage of him going, "Watch this.
Yeah,
Godfrey's gonna go back to Vlad."
That was the thing.
Yeah. I'm like, I was never going back.
And the comments is ugly.
What?
The comments is ugly because if you stand on nothing. Yeah, that's how people treat you.
They commented all over his Instagram too.
They said they paid Lord Jamar a flat Earth fee.
That's funny.
I laughed for 20 minutes.
They were like, Lord Jamar has nothing to spear but spear itself.
The spear but spear itself. They was eating his ass.
Here's the fucked up thing. You don't stand on business.
Oh, there's some in the comments.
You don't stand on business, and then what happens?
You want to read some? We can't see that shit.
Shut up.
And what's crazy is you don't stand on business. So now let's say he gets a check. He secures the bag. Okay, secure the bag. But the point is, if the people who would normally listen to you and fuck with you stop fucking with you, and your videos that you put out don't make no money, is Vlad gonna keep paying him the charity? If he don't get the numbers,
right.
And then when you listen, we'll look at the comments, but I can't see how they how people take somebody who don't stand on business and they still going fuck with his videos, in the long run,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just I reached out, doing my little show, and then for those that don't know. Dante been trying to school me and put me on the podcast games for about 5 to 6 years.
Yeah.
He was schooling me on trying to set up my website and do merch and all that. I finally got around to it 5 years late. But
it's all right. You're here now.
Out to the big homie Dante for but just the whole the whole optics or him publicly saying that Godfrey is not solid or he is or he gonna run back. I mean that's just why you can't get at Vlad or whoever else that same way. Why you got the love to reunite Peaches and Herb with Vlad, but you still talking foul against your brother or
that's self-hatred, dog. That's we don't realize how baked into the soil white supremacy is, where you got brothers who are.
Well, some people just value white gays more than others.
Of course,
they want
baked into the soil.
White attention.
Even to us, you have to be combating that all the time in order to not let that, lean you into that idea where you give a fuck about the white gays, and there's no black creator who is profiting simply from white content where white folks are going, oh, I fuck with him. There's no way you could do that. I mean, you could be black and have black content, but you can't be black and make money off of white content. Then nobody's fucking with you like that. Soon as they see your face, the internet is such it's not for me.
Right. Yeah, unless you're super famous.
Even then, they don't fuck with you like that.
White people.
White boys be white boying.
I mean, unless you pander to a level that gets it.
Well, you got to be a grift if you're grifting. And go, why black people complaining? Boy, I don't understand.
Twins. Did you hear the shit that fucking, what you call it, said Stephen A? Said,
what did Stephen A. say? Oh man, this nigga Stephen A. Smith, boy, this motherfucker, man.
Stephen A. just said why? So the
he be backtracking like his hairline. I swear to God. I swear to God, the motherfucker hairline. You know, the motherfucker hairline. You know, the shit look all going back and shit.
So you know, the senator got arrested for asking Kristi Noem a question.
Right.
And they came, hooked him up, yoked him up, and put him on the ground. This is a senator. He was like, why couldn't he wait until she finished talking to ask a question? Why did he jump out the window?
Dummy,
because he had no self-control.
Wow, that was... First of all, Kristi Noem's in the hospital. Do you know?
No, I didn't know that.
Caught an allergic reaction today.
Really?
And I kept eating my food.
Wait, who?
Kristi Noem, the knucklehead ass chick with the facelift, who was standing in front of that El Salvadorian prison going, if you do this, this is what's going to happen. They had all those prisoners.
Yeah, she cosplayed.
And I was trying to get the key to that fucking jail cell because she was like talking all that shit. We were like,
they should have picked
it'd be
the
funny
lock.
if somebody picked. It'd be funny if somebody picked
the lock. They should have picked the lock and then put their arm on orderly horns forever. Horns.
Oh my God.
So she's like in the hospital?
Looks like you forgot the key. They just lick her neck.
Oh my God.
You taste like vanilla ice cream.
Ooh, imagine that door would have got open.
Oh wow.
She sat in front of this jail.
That's a disturbing
talking
image.
shit.
Yeah.
She's in. She had an allergic reaction. She is in the hospital right now.
Look at
Just
God.
a few hours ago. She's in the hospital right now.
She the one that shot the puppy in the face.
Shot the puppy in the face?
Yes, in her book.
She's a nasty lady, man. Is there a picture of her before she had the facelift?
Yeah. She's a regular smuggler.
Donald Trump got some goony ass.
Everyone in his cabinet
They're
looks
so
like
fucking evil, dude.
Yeah, right.
What does her face look like before?
That's after.
Well, before that, she thinks she got the nerve to wear that.
Yeah.
Ooh, god damn.
Yeah,
whoa, she filled up the. That's two different people.
She looks scary as hell.
That's two different people.
That's frightening.
They both ugly, but the ugly one is wild. She looks like she just got done turning to stone.
Right?
She saw the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Don't look! The Medusa joint.
That's how she looks.
He said, he just thinking like,
Yo, Mike, you got Ted Cruz?
Turn into stone. You got Ted Cruz.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
She was regular.
That's the same person?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's before.
They probably get,
faceless
she
be
probably
crazy.
addicted to that shit.
Yeah.
The thing is, she look ugly in both.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yo, so I want to hear this Ted Cruz thing.
Here it is. Check this out.
Okay, let's hear.
How many people live in Iran, by the way? I don't know the population. At all? No, I don't know the population. You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple?
How many people live in Iran?
92 million.
Okay. Yeah,
How could you not know that?
I don't sit around memorizing population tables.
Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government.
Why is it relevant whether it's,
because,
it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant?
Because if you don't know anything about the country...
I didn't say I don't know anything about
what's the ethnic mix of Iran?
They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay, this is cute.
It's not even. You don't know anything about Iran. So
okay, I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran.
You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government.
You're the one who claims
anything about the country.
Oh, look
no,
at the
you don't know
girls.
anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump. You're the
I'm
one
not saying that.
who can't figure out if it was a good idea to kill General Soleimani, and you said it was bad.
You don't believe they're trying to murder Trump.
Yes, I do.
Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really believe that...
We're carrying out military strikes today.
You said Israel was.
Right, with our help. I said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them.
Well, you're breaking news here because the U.S. government last night denied, the National Security Council spokesman Alex Pfeiffer denied on behalf of Trump that we were acting on Israel's behalf in any offensive capacity.
No, we're not bombing them. Israel's bombing them.
You just said we were.
We are supporting Israel.
Senator, if you're saying the United States government is at war with Iran right now, people are listening.
Okay.
Damn. Tucker got his ass.
Said the quiet part loud.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ted Cruz.
We are bombing Iran.
Welcome to World War III, y'all.
Yep.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know. Iran's not sitting back though.
He was eating him up for real.
He was hitting them hard. He said, "But you just
Seeing two white men argue like that was
God damn it!"
that was crazy.
Ted Cruz is Mexican. He just don't want to
lie. Filled up
he
a little
Mexican?
bit.
Ted Cruz, he's Mexican.
Oh,
He's just a white.
White passing?
He just don't claim it.
He's unless it was beneficial, he'd be like, I want to learn to bomb the Lord is eating. Wepa.
We voted for Donald Trump.
Guess what? The lady that sang that song, I will vote
they got her
for
husband.
Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump.
She got deported?
They got her
Oh
husband.
my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. That lady
They got
who
her
was singing it,
husband.
her husband got taken.
Well, she voted for him.
Man,
There you go.
it's the silliest shit, and it's what's funny, Cam. These motherfuckers are working so hard to not be black people. They thinking black people.
And that's what it
we're
is.
Just gonna
They wanna be
sing,
as-
but we're doing just fine. I will vote.
Anything to be
for
as close to
Donald
whiteness
Trump.
as possible. The proximity to whiteness is what they see.
Yeah, look at here she is. Play that shit. That's the jam.
Ooh, look at that.
Hold on,
Work
hold
it
on,
out.
hold on.
Wepa.
Was that it? Oh, look.
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building.
What a
Janet
dumbass.
Correa's husband was
good
detained
fear.
this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
Dios mío.
They think they white though.
Dios mío. I can't believe it. My hair is blonde. I bleached my hair. I didn't know the quechos. I didn't know that.
12
I bleached my skin. And they still say, right, they say, how they find out I'm Cuban? Oh, my goodness. I was like, no, I white. I white. I will vote for Donald Trump. I mean, she was singing the shit out of him, too, boy.
Harmonizing everything.
Dancing and beating the
Ad-libs.
drums.
Yeah.
And they shot a whole video. Did you see the video on the boat?
No way.
What?
I saw the video.
They were on the boat. Oh,
Dancing.
my God, I will vote. On the boat. I will vote. I watched the whole thing about 5 times.
That's
I was even
crazy,
dancing. I was like, oh, shit. I'm about to
Right.
get all you niggas. And Donald said, get back on that boat
Right.
and go all the way back to where you belong.
We're going to use that same boat to send you
Use
back.
that
to
same boat and pack all your family. Su familia. I hope you can swim.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, isn't that and the Latin people? I go, y'all were what? Ryan Garcia. You hear about Ryan Garcia?
Oh, yeah, the boxer.
Ryan Garcia just made a statement. He goes, I voted for Trump, but what are they doing to my people?
He's doing
What
exactly
you voted for?
Right.
What Javante Davis did to you.
Right.
Bing!
Where they fight? They was the fight after he woke up. He didn't know he was in a fight. He was like, what happened? When we going to have a fight?
Oh, really?
Oh, he was
He got knocked out?
He didn't know that he was in a fight.
Remember, Tank hit him, get him in the body, and he kneeled.
Yeah.
He got the knockout for the body shot.
No, Rolo. Oh, right, it was.
Oh, the other guy.
Right, yeah.
Oh, but the Tank hit him in his
he took him
gut.
to the body. Yeah.
He was like this. Wait a minute.
Hold it. Take
Wait
it
a
easy.
minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 días.
Didn't he get kicked out for doing something, or he said something?
He
He said something racist.
Yeah, he was saying.
He was
something.
racist as fuck, yeah.
Wait, not a Mexican saying something racist. Are you kidding me?
I know.
He was hella homophobic, too.
But my thing is,
he was?
they're very, very anti-black.
Yeah.
Black people have done nothing to you, Mexico. In fact, you had a black president, an African president. You have a lot of black heritage in Mexico.
Well,
It's not just Mexico. It's
Mexicans.
everybody.
They're
Mexican fought against America.
To help the
free
slaves.
To free the slaves. That's
Yeah, they
our
helped
history.
slaves.
They wanted to
did.
abolish slavery, and
Yeah.
that's how they lost Texas.
They
Yeah.
all of that stuff. They have all that connection with black people, and black folks have done nothing to you. And these people that are shipping you out, you still sucking their ass. What are you doing? Black people have done nothing to you. Japanese, black folks have done nothing to you. They bombed you twice. White dudes did it. Truman did it. Nagasaki and Hiroshima. White people are bombing you. They put you in internment camps in Japan. Black people never did anything to Asians.
To anyone.
I'm not talking about like a single, like a little one-on-one thing, bullshit that people do in general in proximity. But black folks have done nothing to the people that hate them.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a fucking thing.
But again, it's anything to be on the white man's good side.
Yeah. But that's a brainwashing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a subservient brainwash. Ugh.
Now you with the God, I say you with the Godfrey. Now you with the God, I say you with the Godfrey. He ain't playing around with none of these lanes, but I guarantee you'll be entertained and watch him drop some knowledge on your brain.